All right, I just finished picking up my 36 stitches, and now I'm going to do the return pass. Every time you do a return pass, you're going to want to chain one, and then you begin your complete return pass. So what you're going to do is after you chain one, you do a yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, and you're going to do that all the way down until you have only one stitch left on your hook. Sometimes when I'm teaching classes, some people will ask what they do when they have two loops left on their hook. It's the same as usual. You're just going to do a yarn over and pull through two. So you literally go until you only have one loop left on your hook. So for the very first part of this is called your foundation row. This is what the foundation row looks like. It has all these holes in it. It kind of looks like an old school film reel. And so that means that this is a row that's in progress. It's working, you're still working it. So this is the basic foundation row. So when you have one loop left on your hook, this is an edge stitch. The edge stitch is actually this one right here. So this stitch on your hook has already been picked up. You don't need to do anything with this one. You are going to go into the second, this one right here, to pick up your next stitch. So to do the chevron, we do a yarn over, okay? Then we are going to enter just the front vertical bar. So you can see that there's two. We're going to go in between them. The front vertical bar, yarn over, and pull it through that front vertical bar, okay? Now we're going to do that for a total of 5 times, okay? So we're going to enter from the right to the left, just that top front vertical bar, yarn over, and pull it through, okay? So I'm going to do that 3 more times. So now you should have 7 loops on your hook. Now we're going to do a Tunisian simple stitch 3 together. That means that we're going to put these 3 stitches together, and to do that we put them on our hook like we would a Tunisian simple stitch, but we do all 3. Okay, so all 3 are there. Yarn over and pull through all 3 of those. This will make the bottom part of your chevron. Now we're going to do 5 Tunisian simple stitches. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 5. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to make the top part of our chevron. So you do a yarn over, 1 Tunisian simple stitch, and a yarn over. Okay, these 2 added stitches, the yarn over adds 2 stitches to this part. When we do the bottom of the waveform, we take 2 away, and when we do the top of the waveform, we add 2. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do 5 more Tunisian simple stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do the bottom part once again. We're going to do those 3 all together. 1, 2, 3 stitches on my hook, yarn over, pull it through all 3 of those, and that creates the bottom of the waveform. Now we're going to do 5 more Tunisian simple stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to do the top of our waveform. Yarn over, Tunisian simple stitch 1, yarn over. Then we're going to go back to doing Tunisian simple stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you should have 2 stitches left. We are going to work these 2 stitches together. Now when you go into the edge stitch, this one, the very last stitch is called your edge stitch. You are going to want to put your hook through, let's see, these right in here, okay, so that you have 2 loops on your hook, okay. That will help keep it straight when you're doing your edges. Okay, so you're going to put this one on, and then you're going to put it through so that you have 2 from this edge stitch that's on there, okay. So yarn over and pull it through all 3 of those. Then we're going to chain 1, which is a yarn over, pull through 1, and then we're going to do the yarn over, pull through 2 again, okay. And we're going to go all the way back until we only have 1 loop left on our hook. All right, I'm just about done returning. I'm going to do yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and now there's only 1 loop left on my hook. All right, so the second row looks a little bit different than what the first row looks like. So as you can see, in between the 2 vertical lines, there's almost this heart shape or V shape. That means that this row is complete. This is your row 1, and it is done. Up here, you get that open, airy looking type of row, and this means that this is a work in progress row. So you are going to keep working on row 2. Okay, so we're done with row 1, and now we're going to begin row 2. Like the previous row, we're going to start with the yarn over. So you take the yarn from the back and you bring it around to the front, and then we're going to pick up 5 Tunisian simple stitches. So when we did the previous yarn over, this is what it looks like. It doesn't quite look the same as the other ones, but that is an active stitch. You are going to work this stitch as a regular stitch. Okay, so you do the yarn over, 1 Tunisian simple stitch right in here. Okay, and I'm going to pick up another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to pick up 3 more, do the Tunisian simple stitch 3 together. As you can see, it looks like a shell stitch, or the previous Tunisian simple stitch 3 together. This is the one that comes from that one. You want this one to be in the middle of the 2 stitches of this row's Tunisian simple stitch 3 together. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, yarn over, and you're going to pull it through all 3 of those. Okay, and now we're going to do 5 more Tunisian simple stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for number 5, you'll come across this, and it kind of looks different than what we have been doing. This one right here is actually going to be our stitch number 5. Okay, so you're going to enter it like you would normally, behind it from the right to the left, yarn over and pull it through. Okay, this is the top of our chevron, so we're going to do a yarn over, insert into that Tunisian simple stitch, and yarn over. Now we're going to do 5 more Tunisian simple stitches, and the ones that we want, our very first one is going to be the previous row's yarn over. So let me grab my needle. It kind of blends in here, so you'll want to watch out for it, but it's going to be this one right here. This one is the yarn over. It doesn't look like a typical Tunisian simple stitch with a front vertical bar. It just kind of looks like a prong, a little prong that's coming off. Okay, off of that one, but that's actually our first stitch when we come off of this one, or when we're working our way down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're back to the bottom of our chevron. Okay, we want 3 Tunisian simple stitch 3 together. In the very center we want the waveform, and we want the the shell stitch from below and the 2 stitches next to it. So this is the main one, the center line, and we want the 2 stitches that are next to it. So we put it 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull it through all 3 of those. Okay? And that's what it looks like when you get that together. Now we're going to do 5 more Tunisian simple stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I've come to that weird chicken foot prong. This one right here is going to be a stitch, our Tunisian simple stitch, and then this one is also going to be a Tunisian simple stitch right next to it. So it looks funny. This one is the back of the stitch of the yarn over, so we don't need to do anything with that one. It's just these 2 that we're going to work with for now. Okay, so this is going to be our 5th Tunisian simple stitch, and now we're at the top of our chevron. So we're going to do a yarn over, 1 Tunisian simple stitch, yarn over. Okay, and this is what this one looks like. We're going to go into this one, so it kind of looks once again almost like that chicken foot, except it's missing the back of that second yarn over. So we're just going to go and pick this one up. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whoops, kind of dropped that one. Okay, and then we're going to work our last 2 stitches together. So you can see there's a stitch here, and then this back one. Now just a friendly reminder, we want to get the 2 outside strands on our hook when we do our last stitch. That's what creates a nice straight edge for our fabric. So I have there, it looks like there's 3, but these are only 2 stitches. I do the yarn over and I pull it all the way through, and then I yarn over and I chain 1, and I go all the way back, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, until there's only one loop left on the hook. Alright, now up next will be the eyelet rows. Thank you.